the performance of the game really bothered me. Half the time it was chugging, and the reason why I didn't talk about this in the preview is they were very specific, and this long NDA I had to sign before I went to LA about what we could talk about, what we couldn't talk about, and they were concentrating on the characters. They're concentrating on the one mission and just playing the characters and being in the open world. And I asked about the consoles. They're like, we're not talking about that right now. And, you get shot down. I'm like, people are like, Colt, why didn't you drill? I'm like, I'm not Jason Schreier. I'm not that little weasel who goes in and goes, what did you do? Like that's what he does. He does ambush journalism. I'm not, it's not ambush journalism when you go to play a game like that. But everybody loved what they played. I was there with 20 people. Paris Lilly and a group of media, bigger content creators and media people were there an hour or two before us. They all said they loved the game. Everybody I talked to that played it, I watched some of the other previews. Everybody really liked the game. All of the accolades that came in, nobody was worried about the game was
but these are the same people who played Cyberpunk, and they said they didn't love that game.
Y'all accept them? So y'all ain't gonna have a problem accepting this show tonight. We out here picking and choosing now? That what we do? We cover our eyes and we cover our ears on certain people we want to hear and see. Is that what we doing out here? Okay. Well, then this show's gonna be real easy because we don't have a problem speaking from the heart here. There's no gimmicks. We don't lie. So I'm gonna start this off proper. We got Ron McCaffrey out here running his mouth. All right. He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to run his mouth about Xbox. So we got him out here running his mouth, calling Redfall an L. As if Ron McCaffrey was going to really put in time on Redfall. Like Ron McCaffrey was really going to put in any type of work on any of these games. If Ron McCaffrey ain't crying about something, then he's crying about something. I don't even know why he's even talking about Redfall when Final Fantasy 16 was all in his mouth. So we picking and choosing, right? Ron McCaffrey's accepted, right? It's the same clown this year that didn't even give this year 5 days. We coming out of the Christmas holiday. We going into New Year's, right? And on January 3rd, we got Ron McCaffrey. First thing that he want to post up about is where the Xbox games at. Where are dates? We need dates. All right? That's Ron McCaffrey. We need dates. Reason why you ain't really seen him? Because he got those dates. He got those games. Deep down, he was hoping that them dates weren't going to pop up like they popped up. He wasn't expecting that show to come out that same month. He didn't see Hi-Fi Rush dropping. He didn't see all of that. He just wanted to start all them cylinders up. So you got the cylinders started, Ryan. So we here. Okay. It's the reason why Microsoft don't mess with you like that no more. It's the reason why the Xbox community don't mess with you like that anymore. You see, because now you got to mess with these real Xbox fans. I ain't worrying about no centaurs. I ain't worrying about no neutrals. I ain't worrying about no half breeds. I'm not worrying about double ages. I ain't worrying about them. Y'all can hold spaces. Y'all can Fruit Loop around this community all you want to. I'm not built like that. That don't fly over here. We 10 toes down on Xbox over here. So now you gotta face Xbox fans. Microsoft, you're gonna have to start looking at your Xbox fans. Cause see, you got Global out here preaching the Bible. I thought Smitty Smith done gave him a 3rd edition of the Book of Acts, the way he was speaking on Twitter. We out here, Xbox fans out here being treated like step kids. We're orphans out here, right? Second-class citizens. Okay. So I guess within our own space, we created a narrative, right? Once again. So I guess now everybody's got to run out here and get some PCs. Who y'all kidding? And y'all ain't even got TVs yet that are next gen. Y'all ain't fooling me. Right? So it's gonna get real tonight. We're not gonna stay long, but we're gonna compress this show. Most y'all don't even have no next gen TV. Y'all got PC all up in your mouth. All right? Okay. So I thought people were supposed to went up to Redfall and played this game, right? I thought people were supposed to come up here, supposed to be these big influencers, right? I thought that's what this was all about, right? Coat telling behind these influencers, these gamers, right? But yet it's the usual suspects, Microsoft. I'm talking to you, Microsoft. Y'all know your boy. Speaking from the heart. It's the usual suspects. Because I don't know what it is with the PR team. I don't know what it is, but they got it all messed up around here. See, because real Xbox fans speak a certain language. So when y'all thought we was talking out our butts, right? Talking sideways from our necks and all of this stuff, right? Y'all thought we were sidewinders out here. It's funny. Because when our Japanese comrades started hitting that daggum Twitter, why did they sound like us? They didn't sound like these influencers out here. They were making posts like we make posts. Because we speak a common language. They see the BS just like we see the BS. Now we're finding out all these great things about Xbox, right? Because if you leave it up to the industry is always going to make us feel like we're last place. Oh, nothing gets sold, nothing this and that. But the beautiful thing about what we're learning is in court, we're learning a whole lot about Xbox. See, we got these legal document papers now coming out. Xbox makes more revenue than Sony. Call of Duty is Sony's last leg. Sony relying on third-party games to fund their first. See, nobody knew this stuff. But we're still dealing with these same people. 10 years, Microsoft. You ain't learned nothing yet? You ain't learned nothing yet, right? 10 years. Still got the same people around. You expect us to listen to them. Why? Because they went to a few of your E3 shows? They're not the majority, right? As much work that Global does on Twitter, y'all gonna listen to him? Y'all gonna listen to him? Because now there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. You're gonna have to face your community now. I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it. The magical spell of Xbox was to spread it around, right? Get it out on as many devices as we can. We get it. Nobody's tripping on that. We get it. But hey, look, nobody's going to play Halo like Xbox fans. Nobody's going to play Gears of War like Xbox fans.
On that doom and gloom.
Nobody's going to play that Forza like Xbox fans. Nobody's going to play that Fable like Xbox fans. All right? So at some point, Xbox fans got to get their respect.
Now we running with that doom and gloom.
Right.
Facts.
We got to get our respect.
Now,
Hey, what's up, J-Rock?
Now we the ones that came out, right? Day ones. I'm a day oneer, right? I ain't one of these Xbox dudes that claimed an Xbox fan and bought an Xbox Series X 2 years later. No, that ain't me.
That's funny.
I was a day one sucker, right? I went on because I saw that drop on the donkey show called the Game Awards, right? And I saw it. Power My Dreams. I saw it. Next Gen Gaming. So I went in. Already had my money. Went pre-ordered it. Got it. I gave it a chance. Tripped out. Me and Realist went to war with each other. I want my next gen games right now. Realist, man, you gotta have to wait, man. You're gonna have to wait. I want it right now. I want it in 2022. You're gonna have to wait, legal. All right. So what happened, Realist? I bought my look. I was told, right, by Microsoft, okay, get you an LG TV. We partner with LG. Get your next gen gaming with LG, right? So what did I do, Realist? Because you was there. You put your hands on it. You helped me put it together in my house. I went and got me a C2, 2022 65-inch LG OLED.
I was kind of jealous too.
Went and did it. Put it up in my room. Set it up. I'm ready now, Realist. Okay. I'm going into 2023 and I'm ready. All right. So I did my due diligence. I ain't talking about these wannabe Xbox fans. Not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to all y'all that want to run your mouth all the time and ain't playing these damn video games. Because I beat Hi-Fi Rush. I beat Atomic Heart. I beat Callisto Protocol. And I'm three more levels or stages from beating Wulong, Fallen Dynasty. So that'll give me 4. I should be done with that sometime this week. All right, that's where I'm at. Listen, it's hard out here trying to compete with these clowns that all they doing is playing these indie games, pushing up their game score to fool the masses. Listen, I'm not competing with y'all. Y'all can run up the gamer score, leaderboards, all day long playing them little bitty games. But that's not what I bought my Xbox Series X for. All right? So I'm not talking to y'all either. I'm talking to the real Xbox fans. It's time for y'all stop being cowards out here. It's time for y'all start standing up. And a lot of y'all did today. Some of y'all playing a little ropey dope game. We get it. It's see-through. Don't think because what I put up today, I don't see Donkey Land. Donkey Land are the lords of 30 frames per second. Your game already came out and it died. We ain't on the same level. When I come out and I'm being critical about an Xbox game, it's coming from the heart. It's coming from the heart. It ain't coming because I know, the majority of people on this social media tip on Twitter are PlayStation fans, and they can't wait to see bad news about Xbox. That ain't what I posted my post for. My post was to let
Man, I had to let the donkeys know because they confused me calling out Xbox like I'm one of their friends.
Right. Like
I
we're
said,
not friends.
nah.
There you go. We're
Hey,
not
shut up.
friends.
Hey, Jay was the
Nah.
centaur. Boot that
Right. We're
nigga.
not friends. We're not
Jay,
the same.
Jay was
Right?
the
We're not the same.
centaur. Jay was the centaur. Boot that nigga.
Yeah, we're not the same, right?
J-Rock's the double
Things are-
double agent Decepticon.
We're not the same. Exactly. When we speak from a true place. And what we speaking is because, listen, if you tell me that I got the most powerful console, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you tell me that we're raising our prices to $70
Speak
on our
on it.
next gen games, right? I got a question. This is my question. Redfall, is it not a cross-gen game? It's not.
Nope.
Okay. So that makes it a one system game on PC too as well.
Ain't no last gen holding it back.
Ain't no last gen holding it up. Right. Okay. You charge me $10 more for this. All right. It's online only. Okay. That's you gave me a date, right? You shut up everybody, Microsoft. You put the games out there. You made them mad because deep down, they don't like when you have video games. Because when you have video games, Microsoft, you take away their narrative. Most of these clowns right now are waiting for Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. They ain't got Redfall in their mouth. Have you not looked at these tweets? These same people that you haven't running out to go test your games. Have you not read their tweets? What's wrong with y'all? These same people, bro. These same people got PlayStation all in their mouth. That's not how you do things, bro. How you expect your Xbox fan to feel excited about folk like that? Right? They don't even know what they talking about. They don't play video games. So it doesn't matter what they really do. It really doesn't matter. The funny part about all of this is now they came back to the roots, right? And none of them mentioned this. We don't know what it is. I guess you put a gag order on them or whatever. Whatever you wanted to do, that's fine. But we know otherwise. We know that people were speaking on it. You had Cody Eastwood. He put out, hey, Redfall, an exclusive Xbox Series S and X game. 4K 60, 15 minutes of gameplay. Now he's got to backtrack. Y'all can think what y'all want. Now he's got to backtrack. Right? Got to backtrack. Because you're playing into the donkey community. Xbox community don't play like that. To the surprise, right? You gave Donkey Land ammo. Y'all made that tweet. Okay, we know it ain't gonna be no 4K 30. We knew that, but it shouldn't even have been an option. You gave me a choice. See, as an Xbox fan, I have a choice now to not play the game because the 60 performance ain't ready. So I got a choice now. Why should I have a choice? It should be obvious, right? It should be obvious. It's a shooter. 4-player co-op. I'm on the most powerful console. This ain't PlayStation 5. We don't play with those gimmicks.
Next gen only.
Right. Next gen only. This ain't PlayStation 5. Come on, man. I want 30 frames per second.
See, the difference is that we criticize an Xbox, but we're not saying Xbox is doom and gloom.
Right.
Right? No, criticism is not hating. A lot of these dudes talk about today, I'm done with Xbox. They lied to me. It's the same dude come out last year. Right?
Facts.
So this is why I want the realist to speak on this, because he's an arcade fan. Because if Reed says he's done with Xbox, that's it. Don't come back. Because the end of the day is, right, this game will blow up. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Because we're going to have 2 first-party games in less than 2 weeks. Minecraft Legends coming out next week, and Redfall coming out in 2 weeks after Minecraft Legends.
But they don't care about that game, Zeros.
But hold on. So we had Minecraft Legends, Ghostwire Tokyo, Redfall, Ancient Empires 2 on the Xbox, and a new IP, Hi-Fi Rush. That's 5 games less than 6 months. But
ain't nobody caring about that. Come on, bro. The thing is, when Microsoft mess up, that's what they care about. That's headline.
It's articles that literally write itself.
I'm not taking none of them seriously.
Yeah.
Because they are quiet about Sony not showing them anything from Spider-Man 2. Showing them nothing. And
legal anything from first party.
Then they're going to come out, 2 days ago, a day ago, letting them know they're going to get a 20-minute show of Final Fantasy 16. Once again, right? We all know y'all
third party saves the day.
Mm-hmm.
Once we know again, right? We told y'all about Forspoken. We know y'all ain't going to play that damn Final Fantasy 16.
Nobody's playing that shit.
Because none of y'all talk about it.
Yeah, nobody's not playing that. Nobody's playing that crap.
You're force-fed. You're force-fed to play it. You're force-fed to look at it.
Nobody's not playing. I'm telling you why nobody's
that game. Right.
You know what nobody's not playing that? I'm gonna tell you the main reason why, right? It wasn't because Final Fantasy, right? It's not even a big JRPG anymore, right? This is not in the mid 2000s and 2010s, like Final Fantasy. Well, you had a PS2, right? You buy a PlayStation 2, you get Final Fantasy, right? When Final Fantasy went multiplayer on the Xbox and Switch and Wii U, whatever, like everybody could play this game and nobody could care less. Square Enix admit that Final Fantasy didn't do too well, like the 7 remake, but they're still going to ball now to Sony because Sony was giving them the money to save their ass, right? So all these dudes are capping for Final Fantasy 16, right? Half of them not going to beat it. Most of them going to start capping for it. And when that game comes out, I bet you that game will crack an 80 on Metacritic. Because the last good Final Fantasy game, people said was 12. Right? People said 13.
That was mine. That was
13
my
13 was, I never played, but 13 was, they said 13 wasn't that great. Then he had the Versus, they canceled the Versus 13. That became Final Fantasy 15. That was polarizing for the community. Then they made, Final Fantasy 14 1.0. That shit was trash. Then they rebuilt back the game and apologized to fans and made 2.0. So it's just that if your biggest game coming out this year, now we don't know when Spider-Man comes out, right? So I'm not going to count Spider-Man yet. If Final Fantasy 16 is your biggest game coming out this year, and Square Enix is carrying your ass, that's sad. That is literally, that's sad. Because Square Enix, you don't own Square Enix, right? You just money hacked the game. That's basically what you did. And Square Enix coming out, it can't be done on the platforms because of the SSD. Come on, man. We hear that before, man. I don't want JyzalGamingTV hit the receipts. All right, we hear that before, right? We hear that before, right? So ain't nobody playing that crap, right? I'm not saying the game looked bad. I don't think the game looked good. It looked like a Devil May Cry ripoff. That's my opinion. But the game could be good, right? But that's the only bigger game coming out this year. That's not a first-party game. That's a third-party game. So if Xbox had a bad year, right, last year, right, I was going to count third parties. Let's count third parties, right? High on Life. That was a good game. That game blew up. But no, they can't count that. But only PlayStation can count third-party games. Only PlayStation can count Metacritic scores. Only PlayStation can count this and that. And that's the problem with these narratives. This is the problem with these fake Xbox gamers. You listen to these narratives and you run with them. All right? You know, they're capping for VR games. Who would have played that shit? Nobody plays that, man. You buy a $500 console right in paint. Talk about Xbox got no games. Come on, man.
Yeah, they're down bad.
They're down bad. Yeah, they're living by 500. And look, J-Rock, I don't see anybody right now is actually talking about VR. What game are you playing right now in your VR? The boxing game? That's an Oculus port. You're playing ports. Yeah. Now, we're not defending what Sony and Microsoft did. I ain't defending that. That's a huge L. All right?
Especially for a shooter, bro.
Well, put to the shooter. I'm not defending that, right? That's a huge L. But, once again, at least Xbox has first-party games this year. We got 5. And this is why I'm going to tell Benji Sales, he talking about Xbox needs to step out their more first-party games. Nigga, we got 5.
Mm-hmm.
We have 5. 2 new IPs. Like, I don't understand what is the definition of a quality game. A
pretty game?
No, yeah. Because last generation, it was about Metacritic. Now, you can't say about Metacritic now because every Xbox game has never got a bad score. When the last time Xbox even had a 60 Metacritic rated game in the first party lineup? The last time we had one was Bleeding Edge. And that was a long time ago.
Yeah, one of the 60 games has 35 million players, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, that was Sea of Thieves.
We don't play Metacritic scores over here.
I know we don't play Metacritic score. They do back in the days. So you can't sit down and say Hi-Fi Rush was a bad game because that game got an 89 on Metacritic. That game had a higher score than any PlayStation exclusive last year besides God of War. And that's a new IP.
Right. Now, games, could we as Xbox fans be disappointed?
Yes.
That Redfall isn't 60?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now that doesn't mean we're gonna jump out the window now.
No.
We're quitting Xbox and Xbox got to shut down or something like that. No, it's disappointed. Is that gonna stop you
fire
from
all the upper
game?
management?
Right? Nah, hell no.
No, I see people say fire Matt Booty.
Realist, you're gonna play the game, right? You still gonna try it out?
Which one?
Drops? Redfall.
Fucking right.
Oh. All right, Games Hero. You're still gonna play when it drops?
If I get the game early, hell yeah, I will review it.
Even through Game Pass, right? Day one, you're gonna try the game, right?
Hell yeah.
Fireball.
No, I'm not gonna try that, bitch. I'm playing it. What you mean?
Fireball, you playing that game day one?
I'm gonna be frank with you. No.
Right.
Answer no. Here's the reason why. It ain't because I'm waiting for the patch. That's not the reason why. The reason why is because, as I've already explained before, because Realist and Legal already know I'm not a shooter guy. So I'm not. So I'm one of those funny outliers where I can say that, I'm not going to cap for something I'm not going to mess with.
Okay.
I respect that.
Now,
respect.
I'm sure Legal's gonna play it, right?
No, Legal say he waiting for 60.
No, I got a choice. I'm waiting for 60. Ain't no need for me.
All right, so you're not even gonna try it?
Now, see, in his case, he's a shooter guy, so his case makes sense.
How about Spartan?
I'm loaded and ready to go. Day one drop. I got Ghostwire that I just started
My man.
with, and right after that, we're gonna be hitting up the Redfall.
All right.
And while we're talking about being loaded, everybody go ahead and load up them cannons and fire all your salvos on that like button.
If I get the game early, Realist, I will play it. I will do my review if I get it early, because I really want to play this game. Because I like the setting of it. It's like a better version of Far Cry. that what Ubisoft needs to do with the Evolve Far Cry series. That's my opinion.
Right.
It's open world, it looks fun, and look, I saw the real gameplay of Cold Eastwood, and it's really good. But my problem is, right, Cold Eastwood lied to y'all dudes. Like, that's what my opinion. Like, because I actually believe that dude. I need to stop doing that because I know Cold Eastwood over 10 years. I'm still believing this dude.
Look, is the game in Game Pass, people?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So why do I feel like I need to go play the version that's underperforming? Just because it dropped, right? I need to feel that way, right? Or is it in Game Pass? I can get to it whenever they get ready. If there wasn't a such thing as performance mode, if there wasn't a performance mode, we wouldn't even be talking right now. Everybody be upset. But the fact that y'all know that performance mode is coming, we want to pacify. I'm not with that. I'm going to stick to the fact that, hey, performance mode is coming. There's no need for me to play the underperform. I don't need a quality mode for this version. That's not the reason why I'm into that game. The whole thing for that game is when I look at that game,
gameplay,
fast-paced action. I see 4-player co-ops moving fast. We're shooting vampires. Shooting vampires. You're trying to run from vampires. Bro, I don't need to be feeling like I can't run from vampires with pistols in my hand. With semi-automatics in my hand. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Yeah. So listen, when I criticize from a good place. They know it. They know what I'm saying is creditable. Trust me. I'm not out here to be like, oh, look, you know what? I'm an Xbox fan, and you know what? It's 30 frames, and I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with 30 frames per second for a Series X in 2023. I can say that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I can say that looking at all the people in the community with a straight face. Now, if you want to come up with a reason, if your reason is, well, you know, it's not that bad, well, speak for yourself. I'm speaking for myself. They gave me an option. See, you're not supposed to leave me with an option for shooters. Not on Xbox. I know where I come from. Xbox is called the shooter's box. Shooters made this platform. So I'm not one of these dudes that sit up here and get amnesia and forget where I come from. 30 frames per second is okay in Donkey Land because they walk around all day long with their video games.
Admiring the leaves and the roses, the birds flying over.
They wear out the roads and the payments playing on PlayStation. That ain't what we do over here on Xbox. We get down with this action over here. So don't tell me because I look at y'all straight with a face and say, listen, my man Spartan already said it. Look, none of y'all, look, there's too many games out here. Like I keep saying, there's not one person beating all these video games. So what am I on a rush to play Redfall in quality mode? And Spartan, you know, just like Realist know, when I went and got me a C2 OLED, that shit ain't cheap, JyzalGaming.
No, it's not. And why did you get that? And why did you get that TV?
Thank you. It's self-explanatory, JyzalGaming. I didn't get an OLED to play 30 frames per second games, JyzalGaming.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't get that for that. So let's stop the buffoonery, right?
Yep.
4K 30, that's not next gen. I was playing that last gen. All right.
That's my thing.
I came into this gen.
They set the and it's not even you. They set the expectations.
Exactly.
They the ones that said 60 is the standard.
It's the standard.
Did these devs, like, quick question for you guys, did these devs come out and say it's going to be 30 frames day one, or did just
day one, Spartan? Go look.
Day one with an update later.
That's it.
But you know, we don't know when to update. Remember they said the same thing about Halo?
Right.
So co-op is coming in a little update later. You remember that? That shit took forever, bro.
Right.
So we don't even know.
Okay, I'll give you what, JyzalGaming. I'll give you one better. Dark Tide 40K was supposed to come out, right?
Speak on it. They said, and they said shortly after.
There you go. Where is it at today?
No, but
they delayed Dark Tide because it was a bad. They had a lot of issues with it. They delayed it. They can pull it back from PC as well.
Yeah.
Remember, they said shortly after.
Yep.
No, because I have to defend realists too. Like, I play Dark Side on my PC. Don't play that shit. It's like, it's very taxing. It's not great.
Game Heroes. I'm not talking about PC. I'm talking about Xbox.
Yeah, they did it to the Xbox. They want. Yeah, I know. I really want to play Dark Side.
Here's the thing: was it done on PC first, or was it done on Xbox first?
PC.
There you go. What did they tell us, J-Rock?
They're releasing the console version shortly after.
There you go. What happened, J-Rock?
We still haven't seen the console.
But they pulled it from PC though. It's not. They pulled it from PC.
Hold on, Game Show Gorillas. Name me one more game that they said like that, J-Rock, and where is it? What was the other example?
Oh, damn, I forgot.
We had another one just like that.
Start time. I forgot, bro.
You remember we talked about?
Yeah, I just said it too. I forgot.
Yeah. We forgot about it, right? But this is what I'm saying. Anytime they say that and they don't put out they don't let you know, that's not good news. Here's the thing. The reason why I did what I did today, right, was so they would fix the situation.
Oh yeah, that was Halo, the Halo co-op.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. Now we want it to be right? Because that's right. He said Halo. That's it.
Yeah, and we still don't have ray tracing for the console.
Nope, you don't.
And they said that was coming after. So we don't know.
What I'm saying?
We don't know how long is.
We don't know. So the whole point for legal.
That's why I'm gonna play it right now.
The reason why legal put out his post was not to doom and gloom, but to bring awareness, like any real Xbox fan would do. Say, look, you giving Donkey Land too much ammo. This is our year. Okay, let me tell y'all something. We came into this year with a show. We came into this year with a shadow drop game.
A great one at that.
A great one. Then we turn around and get our dates. We get our games. We get our first 4K 60 ray tracing game. Look, Sony ain't showing them this. Sony ain't showed them nothing like this, right? Nothing like this. They can't. All right? They can't. All right? So while Forspoken went into the dumpster, we're being told we got a racer out here with ray tracing, real-time weather effect, all this great stuff, right? The one that has everything that we want has no date to it. All right, we're like, all right, but it's coming out. Fine. We'll take it. Then we get Redfall to drop, bam, in May. We're happy. Then we get the date for Starfield, September. We're happy. So what's the last thing that we're looking at? The ABK deal. And every week we get good news about it. We know that this deal is closing. We see Sony crying like a bunch of bitches every single day. We see it. Donkey Land is y'all are playing it off so bad, but we know you're hurting. You know the day is coming. We know. And we got all of this momentum going for us. And they dropped something like this today. So you just gave the whole stupid ass donkey industry ammo to doom and gloom the whole entire day. So I said, damn, I wasn't even on Twitter because I'm satisfied. Right?
The thing about it is, they know we got spineless people over here. So why y'all gonna spook them people like that?
Fireballs. I wasn't even on Twitter, bro. I ain't been on Twitter like that for about 2 good days because, man, I'm satisfied. I'm chilling, right? So it was about, 10:30 or so when I went to go look on Twitter, and the first damn thing I see is that post. Redfall's post. I was like, what? I'm reading that like, what? I said, damn. Next thing I said, well, I better go ahead and put this out here. I put it out there. Because I knew we in for a long day. Now, you got to understand the hypocrisy of Donkey Land. Donkey Land comes from 30 frames per second. They ain't 60 frames, nothing, right? They're always mixed with 30 frames. God of War was mixed with 30 frames. Forspoken was 30 frames. And their newest game that just dropped, that little game that dropped 30 frames. Let's don't forget where we come from, donkeys. Let's don't forget that. We don't have dead games. We have some broken games, but we ain't buried no game yet. Y'all got plenty in that graveyard over there. So we're not the same. You get your little week celebration on about a time period, but the game is going to be 4K 60. The whole point that I put out my post was so that they would see the importance, get that game fixed, and drop that game in 4K 60, man. Don't drop that game in 4K 30. Drop it at 60. Do what you know you're supposed to do. Because now you just created a whole new narrative. The new narrative now is, why should I buy an Xbox console? Microsoft is making the PC versions better. That's the now you just created a new narrative. Okay. But look what it's gonna cost you to play what I'm playing in on my Xbox. You're gonna have to go get you. There's no real 4K and no 27-inch monitor. You big dummy. Ain't no such thing as that. The hell's wrong with y'all? Come to my look. I got a 65-inch. You gonna buy a 65-inch monitor? No, the PC guy will tell me, oh, it don't take all of that. That's your opinion. Like Rilla said, that's your pocketbook. That's your wallet. Don't tell somebody that's got a bigger wallet that they ain't got to downsize what they want, right, J-Rock?
Oh, J-Rock.
They got big gaming format TVs out there for $5,000, Realist. Somebody buys them, or they wouldn't be on the market.
Tell them stop pocket watching.
That's right. If you bad about it, be bad about it. Don't be one of these old part-time PC gamers out here with a 27-inch screen running your mouth. I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me that's what I got to do. Sit 2 feet from my damn screen. Come on, man. I'm a distant gamer. I like to chill. I don't need to be right up on my damn TV screen playing Fortnite. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Get out of here, man.
But that's the most optimum experience.
Talk about Xbox, bro. All right, we don't sit two feet away from our TV screens playing Xbox games. That ain't what we do. So Microsoft, it's Microsoft Game Studios that they're gonna have to fix this problem because you got these
they're not fixing that problem.
YouTubers that originally never was Xbox fans.
No, they're not gonna fix that problem. I'm tell you why, right? Let's say I was a developer, right? And I have a contract. Okay, let's say who's making contraband? Avalanche Software, right? They're making contraband, right? And Microsoft owns the IP, so they're publishing it, blah, 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 right? If I was the head of contraband, the developers, I would go to Aaron Greenberg. Listen, what happened to the backlash from Redfall? What happened to the backlash on a lot of these games you show? We're not going to give IGN any, gameplay, like play the game. We're going to find a better source, right? Somebody who can play the game and demonstrate it. There's a lot of people. Like, they got...
Speak on it.
There's a lot of people on Twitter, on YouTube who do that. And I watch some people play video games, right?
Real quick. I just want to say this. Xbox fans want to see Xbox fans happy, like really say. Bro, I don't care if this dude don't even have a damn channel. I don't care if you go to a neighborhood and you find one. Put him on a damn show, put him on something, and let him play them games and talk to him. And let him tell you why he likes Xbox games, right? Xbox fans want to see that. Don't come bringing us somebody that we know's a coat teller from somebody else, right? That's not made in our community, right? We know this. He ain't made in our community. Y'all made them. You gave them fake followers. You put them up in there. You institutionalized them. You made him an influencer. And he's off to the races.
Yeah.
And he can't even speak. See, when the real influencers, game heroes, can come out in the streets and actually speak. See, they can't even speak to us. They can't even come out on Twitter or out on social media and host things because they don't know what it really is to be an Xbox fan. That's why you never see them doing it.
No, they don't.
They can't say nothing positive about Xbox unless they say something positive about PlayStation.
Speak on it.
Exactly. And look, there's a guy named Hollow. Oh, sorry, Fireball. Go ahead, Fireball.
Oh no. I was just ranting, man. I was just gonna add in and just say that. And you can't say you're an Xbox gamer no more. Or you're a fanboy. You got to say that I'm a quote unquote gamer. That's all you can say. I'm a gamer. Like,
right, that's what Cole Eastwood says.
That's what all of them do.
Yeah.
And it's to me it's sickening because it's nothing but pandering. That's all it is.
Yeah. There's a guy named Hollow, right? I watched some of his videos, right? He was playing Grounded at one point on the Grounded, right? He said this game is amazing. This is a beautiful survival game. He got 1.4 million views. Then he played Grounded 1.0. He got 379,000 views. And he says this is amazing. These are the guys that Microsoft needs to go. Not Cole Eastwood. Hollow got 4.4 million subscribers. Cole Eastwood doesn't even have half of that. But why do you want to Cole Eastwood, right, versus a guy named Hollow? And if Hollow says about Redfall, Redfall, right? I actually will listen to this guy. But when I type in Redfall with Hollow, Hollow never went to Seattle to play Redfall. He never got a chance to play that. And this man has a bigger following than Cole Eastwood. That's why I'm trying to figure out who the hell is Cole Eastwood. You can laugh all you want to, because if I was a game developer, I'm not going to give Cole Eastwood anything. I don't care. He blocked me right now. Because you're sitting now and lying to people all these years. Now you lied again that Redfall will run 4K 60. Now, I give him credit that when IGN came out with that sabotage garbage ass gameplay they did, Cole Eastwood came out and says, now this is the game it looks like. I think, damn, this game looks good, man. This game looks dope. But
Xbox had trailers that
I know. But he came out and made a whole video talking about Redfall is 4K 60.
Of course he come out and make a video. Look, let me say
something
quick, man, right? Today, JyzalGamingTV went up on Twitter and made it very clear. He showed, and look, listen, man. I'm gonna say this again. We don't care who you go look at. We don't care who you pom-pom for, right? We don't care. We're not telling nobody not to follow nobody or anything, right, Spartan? Right, boss? White Rock, right? Realist One Games, you're nobody, chit chat.
Yep.
You watch who you hell you want to watch. Because I tell these guys all damn day long, man, I don't look at these dudes. I don't look at these dudes, bro. I watch y'all, bro. I'm a fan of these streets, bro. I'd rather go on Twitter and see what the gaming community's talking about. I ain't going on YouTube to listen to these dudes because they ain't gonna tell me nothing, bro. That these articles ain't already telling me. They bird feed y'all the same regurgitating.
They're regurgitating information.
Right. So I don't go on YouTube to when I can read. I done graduated from high school, bro. I read. I read these articles before they make these videos and regurgitate. So they're basically sending us old news. I don't need old news, right? So the thing is, when you see stuff like this, right? He can't come out in the public. When you lie to the public, you need to face the public. But Cole Eastwood blocks everybody like the Kimbe Mutombo, right? Because that block mechanism it shows a lack of accountability. You so-called claim to have all these followers, so when you mess up, homie, that comes part of the territory. Man up. Don't be a wimp about it. Man up, bro. Come out to the public and address it. But no, this is how Code Eastwood plays, right? When they hit him up so fast today, man, it was hilarious, right? Here's what he said. This is funny shit, y'all, because you gotta love this. Wait, guys, I'm about to do a video. So what he's basically saying is, instead of coming up on Twitter where it's tax-free, y'all gonna love this, where it's free just to tap dance with your fingers and speak to the people like Clobro did. Clobro, he had to make multiple tweets on his post, but he was speaking to the masses. Here's Code Eastwood. I'm gonna go make a video, realist. So that if you want to hear what I gotta say, you gotta come to my channel, right? Because it's all about money with me. I'm Joel Osteen in you. You want to hear what I got to say? Come to my channel, right? Where I say what I want to say without no heat, right? I take no heat. When I drop this video, right? I'm gone. I'm not there no more, realist. You're talking to a byproduct of me. You're not even talking to me in real time. So when you comment on my thing, when you put a like on it, a dislike, you're just feeding into my empire. It's not. I want the same people, right, that I'm disagreeing with or that I don't like to go and look at my video anyway. The same community that I pitch pennies off of, I can't come to them as a man and say, look, this is what happened. This is what I did. I'm gonna go make a video. Then y'all leave y'all comments, put a like, dislike. Man, get the hell out of here, man. You can't even be real for a second, bro. You went and did a video as a response. This ain't, come on, bro. You went and did a video? Then you ran up and got gas? Like, bro,
wrong. He was wrong.
So you got lightweight, stepping into a heavyweight ring. Speaking on people that got they actually are known in the industry. They might be corny or whatever you might think, but they got weight. Calamari got weight, bro.
Like as legal said, they said legal. You said they took diet Sprite and zero Coke and put them in the same
and Hawaiian fruit punch. Exactly, fire boss. To a bar. Exactly. Y'all had to make a damn YouTube. Come on, bro. Microsoft, look, Game Serial says this. Game Serial is a real fan. JyzalGamingTV, right? Halo Infinite, Halo. I got Spark117 who makes me play Halo with him, right? You got JyzalGamingTV who hosts Saturday nights within the Xbox community, right? We need people like them. It ain't gotta be 117 because I know him. It ain't gotta be JyzalGamingTV because I know him. Damn, but put somebody in our community that actually plays the game and show them.
And not so uppity that they can't be talked to when any of us try to reach out to them saying, hey man, you want to jump in on some Shredder's Revenge?
Right.
Hey, look,
get enough crickets.
Hey, look, this was the first time I've seen like a journalist like IGN make a bad video. So back in 2016, right? Now, I don't think this game was great. I think this game was mediocre. But I actually like the sequel because the sequel was way better than the first game. Doom, right? Now, if you like Doom 2016, more politics, right? I didn't really like it. But Polygon came out and made a whole video about Doom in turn, like an 8-minute video. They're still up there. They just say the comment section and they disable everything, right? Realist, legal, JyzalGaming, Fireball. I had never seen somebody play a game that bad. And these dudes are real journalists. Like, now, it's another game, right? We all know about this game. All right, Jeff Grubb, Gamer Beat, right? The guy, his friend Dean Tackey, whatever his name is, right? He was playing Cuphead. That man came and passed the tutorial.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that.
No, really, I was there. Like, I was a twin. I can't believe this man couldn't pass the tutorial. This man said, I've been playing the game for 40 years. Listen, you playing the game for 40 years, you can't pass the tutorial of Cuphead. We're down bad. like we are down bad right there. And these are the guys who are going to review games.
Man, you making us look bad.
And remember, who has Cuphead exclusive one time? Microsoft did, right? So Microsoft to this day, they never learned. So I don't really care. Listen, I'm not even mad at Cole Eastwood. Be honestly, I'm not really. I'm not mad at anybody. Cole Eastwood can lie all you want to. I'm not really mad. I'm mad about Microsoft. Because Microsoft, you still never learn. It's like a broken clock every single day. It's a definition of insanity. Keep just do the same thing over and over and expect different results. That's basically what it is. You never learn.
The Game Heroes, if Microsoft did what you're saying and avoided all those outlets that don't love them, that makes them no better than Sony.
I know.
See, Microsoft they're gonna give.
But really, what's funny though? But nobody ever calls out Sony. That's the messed up part.
Oh, we call them out, but I mean, who cares, right? Like we're the minority in this gaming space. So when we talk, it doesn't make that much noise. But we know what it is. But if Microsoft avoided everybody that gave them a bad review or a bad report, they're no better than Sony. Look at what Sony does to people who don't give them favorable reviews. So Microsoft's going to whip them into submission. You might not like Redfall. You might not like Hi-Fi Rush. You might not like Call of Duty. You might not like Halo, but you'll like Fable. You might not like Fable, but you'll like Hellblade. Eventually, they're going to have to give Microsoft their props. But I understand why they go to people who they know don't like them. It's because they who does, right? Even the Xbox channel, the dude, would you say Ryan McCaffrey? Isn't the name? Doesn't he host the Xbox channel?
Yep.
And he sounds just like a PlayStation fan on the clips that I see on Twitter. I've never watched that dude. You see what I'm saying? So like, who can they go to? So it's to the point to where they just have to endure, not avoid everybody out there that doesn't give them a good report. I mean, because who they're going to give it to? Us? Who's watching us? You know what I'm saying? So they got to give it to the people with the larger followings, but who loves Xbox outside of the dude that's kissing the Xbox, the little weirdo guy? I mean, outside of him and a few others, because all these Xbox content creators that you guys name, they're not Xbox fans. They're content creators, and they use Xbox as a means to an end. Because if people are Xbox fans, the little things don't need to be magnified the way they are. So that's why I don't like y'all talk about a lot of these guys, and I don't. I check. It's so easy for me to check out on these dudes because when I first got on YouTube, MBG was an Xbox guy. He had like 15,000 subscribers, and I saw what he did. Xbox. Then he started complaining about exclusives. Then he said, Xbox needs to do this. Xbox needs to really move. Xbox really needs to do something. Next thing you know, he's a PlayStation guy, and they all sound the same to me. The Xbox, the real Xbox dudes that I know are underground, not these big, huge YouTubers or Twitter guys. It's the underground, the people who getting 50, 60, 100 people in their shows. Because once you get to a certain size, you got to start saying I love all consoles. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said that's where you're gonna find your real Xbox fans on the ground level. Go ahead.
Hey, but really, if I was a developer, right?
What about a developer?
if I was a developer, I have a game right now under Microsoft, right? Publish it, everything. I'm not going. Listen, I will fight Aaron Greenberg in the ring. I will beat his ass up. I'm not giving that dude my game. I'm not going to give IGN my game in Saratos like that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Twitch and live stream it on my channel to show people how to play the game and show people what the game looks like.
There's a problem with that, though. It usually depends on how big and how known you are.
Exactly, but doesn't matter.
Not that known, there's nobody going to be going to your Twitch.
Okay, Foul Boss, and you got a point, but watch this.
You have a point, though.
Watch this, Game Shrills. Here's the thing. The Redfall tweet, how long did it take for that thing to blow up? See what I'm saying? The same thing that we do on Twitter, you do for anything. You go right there on Twitter and say, listen, for all those that are interested in seeing some gameplay of Redfall, we're going to be on Twitch Wednesday, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
They have the access, just like I do. I got an Xbox. So guess how easy it is for me to convert Twitch gameplay, which I do with Realist, with Wulong, right? Fallen Dynasty. We go right on Twitch, and it don't take me nothing to export that same recording to my YouTube channel. So you kill two people. You can kill two birds with one stone by doing that. You can get the YouTube version after it's recorded and get that audience that knows you on YouTube, and then for the people who tuned in on Twitch, and you got those people that watched it in real live, but. But like the teacher says, it seems to me every time Xbox starts making any games, you got people crying for peace. Exactly. See what I'm saying? Look, this is what I'm talking about. Real Xbox fans say the same things. It's not like we're just, bro, we know what it is. We got to get to a point where we got to, because you like a certain person. I get it. You like these people. You grew up with them and all this, and you don't want to see them fall off. But you should never compromise truth because of that. If you see somebody being corny, bro, you should call them out. Rob McAfee had a target on Xbox 3 days into this year. We couldn't even get past New Year's Eve right.
Everybody,
but shout out to the people who called him out though, legal. Because
a lot of people did call him out though. Because think about it.
We coming into a new year feeling good. You know what I'm saying? And you targeted, but at the same, see, this is where Game Deals always say, keep that same energy. You got to keep that same energy. If you want to criticize all of them. Go say something. But see, it's so easy to target Xbox because you build your empires off of Xbox.
Exactly.
The thing to do on social media with Xbox is to criticize it all the time. See, when Microsoft understands that, then they'll know how to play the game. They got these people that go out to eat with them. They fly them on planes. Yeah, when I'm around you in your face, I'm gonna chop it up to you. I'm gonna become a chameleon. I'm gonna act like I really love your games. But as soon as you send me back home, I'm counting PlayStation VR 2. Now, anybody knows, and anybody that put that whack ass thing on their face, with that whack ass bullcrap that they try to sell to people for $600 something, right? You mean to tell me you can fake out for something that whack, but you can't keep it real about Redfall? Come on, man.
But you know what's crazy about this tweet though? Like it was 4 years from the New Year's, right? Everybody had a New Year's Eve, I went to the party, I came home, I have a whole week off, I was playing games.
Right, you were feeling good.
Yeah. It was feeling good. Everybody was feeling good. It's a 4 years.
It's a new year.
Yeah, be alive. Like, I'm glad I'm alive and see another year. Because a lot of people...
And you get Shaggy to come up on Twitter talking about We need dates. Where your games at, Xbox? Like, really?
Like, where's the date, Scoob?
Yeah.
And it's funny, a lot of people never passed 2022. A lot of people were dead last year.
Right.
I'm alive, man. Thank God I'm alive, man.
Right.
I was playing games, and guess what? Somebody tagged me. Did you see this? Oh man, that's why I call you realist. I mean, not realist. I mean legal. I couldn't believe this.
Yeah.
And I said, and realist said like all them attack Ryan McCaffrey, and that cool Paris talking about Ryan McCaffrey, you know. Hey, don't say that because they're going to come after you. Dude, it's 6 years, 6 days in the New Year's, dude.
Right.
We even passed a week yet.
Right.
People ain't get off the holiday vacation.
Now look, you got parents telling them don't say that people going to attack you, but he quiet when it comes to Spider-Man because we got you, homie, saying your most anticipated game is Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's your most anticipated game, why are you so quiet about not seeing it? If something was my most anticipated game, I want to see something from it.
I want to see that shit too. Oh, but my bad. Sorry, Chris. I want to see that thing too. Wait in April. Now, J-Rock says he won't get it June. Now, me, I'm a fair man.
No,
I'll give it to you in July.
Now, Games Hero, do you think Sony is worrying about them? You think Sony is? Jim Ryan has already came out and said to our fans, "You're not enough," and you got to understand the business side, right? Xbox ain't worrying about us because they know, hey, eventually they know deep down we're gonna give Redfall a try. We're gonna play Redfall. We're fans.
I just try. Reader says he's gonna play it.
Right? Yeah, they gonna try the game. They gonna play it, right?
Fucking right. What reason do I have not to?
Right.
Because it ain't 60, bro. What else is on the market like it?
I do.
Nah. Hey, you do what you do. I'm playing.
I got a reason, but look.
Nah, I mean, hey, it's your reason.
But here's regardless. Am I gonna play the game eventually?
Of course.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, but see, like you said, why do I need to play it? I can wait. Yeah, you can wait. I mean, you can wait for your 60, but reason why I'm playing is because there's nothing else like it on the market.
There's nothing like it on the market. I'm playing because I actually want to see the lure of that game.
Yeah, I said several times that vampires, zombies, I'm in. Like my interest level is at a 10.
I got to play, realist. Guess what I got to play other than that?
There's a bunch of games you got to play. You gonna run out the whole catalog?
Yup, I got Dead Island coming.
Jedi Survivor.
I'm getting Dead Island. I
got Dead Island coming. See, I ain't gotta rush to that.
Jedi Survivor.
Now, Jedi Survivor will be a game that I play later. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got options, man.
Yup, I got options.
That's why I don't understand why people complain.
Right, realist. Watch this, y'all. Have I beat Cyberpunk yet? Nope.
Nope.
You know why? Because I waited. Ain't wasn't nobody mad, right? Everybody.
Hey, now I heard idiots comparing this to Cyberpunk.
Right.
This is nowhere near that level.
Ain't nowhere near, right.
and then at the end of the day, we're next gen console owners, so we didn't have the issues that last gen had.
Right.
Like last gen is the one that had the issues, but that still doesn't excuse CDPR.
Yeah, this doesn't
I
compare
waited.
no. Yeah.
J-Rock, I waited.
And no
Still ain't beat the
Cyberpunk.
game.
No, this is not Cyberpunk.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's the kind of game you save, bro.
Yeah, I saved it. I'm waiting, right? So I got whatchamacallit coming out. I got the zombie game coming out, right? And I'll play that until they get it right. My thing is get it right. You want
to get it right. Yeah.
I'm not tripping to that degree because it's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah, right.
But here's the thing.
It's disappointing though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd much rather play the game at 60.
Yeah,
but 30 never stopped me before. That's my thing. I'm gonna play it because it's got the storyline. See, it's an arcane game. And what I noticed about a lot of Xbox fans, they became Bethesda fans because Microsoft bought them.
Hey, legal? Oh no, realist? Say it again.
A lot of these Xbox fans became Bethesda fans because Microsoft bought them.
Yeah,
they weren't arcane fans. They weren't big id fans until Doom Eternal came out and blew up. They didn't play the first Doom. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about a lot of these Xbox fans. And like Prey, these games that come from these Bethesda studios. They know Elder Scrolls, but don't play Elder Scrolls. The Evil Within, they think that Resident Evil is the cream of the crop and Tango has nothing to offer. It's like Ghostwire comes out, and I see some people talking about it, but I'm a big fan of these games. So I want to play that game. If it's at 30, I know there's a reason for it, and they acknowledge the problem. They acknowledge the problem. My thing is look. Now the only issue is, like you guys said before, and I think I put it on Twitter. We just hope that it's not too long.
Right.
But I don't think ray tracing and 60 frames are the same challenge. I mean, I know they aren't the same challenge. So it shouldn't take as long as it took 343 to put ray tracing in Halo. And honestly, I think that until they come out with a PS5 Pro and an Xbox Series Z, that they don't need ray trace on these consoles. It's just too expensive for these consoles. It's just and when the ray tracing that we do get, it's not even worth the time.
Right.
And like I told you before, Legal, the best place for ray tracing is photo mode.
Right.
Because that's the only time we're gonna actually sit around and pay attention to it.
Yeah, you got right. Ray tracing is a pay attention thing. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna jump in every water puddle to watch and see how it ripples and if the reflection bends and all that. That's not how I play games.
Right.
Like I got ray tracing on right now for this Ghostwire game. I haven't stopped to look at, and it's wet everywhere. It's wet. I haven't looked at a reflection yet.
Right. But realist, like I was in Twitter space. You was in Twitter space today, right? You were listening, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, remember I asked Charlie talking about, did you ever play Prey? He said I didn't really like it because it was slow. That kind of pissed me off. And you're right, 'cause a lot of these dudes are not really Bethesda fans. Like they never really play and dive in an arcane or Bethesda game like Dishonored or Dishonored 2 or Prey, Wolfenstein. They're not really all these type of fans. Well,
I'm still mad at a lot of these cats for skipping Dishonored.
Yeah,
and then they skipped this. They skipped Dishonored, but we're crying about Deathloop not being a time exclusive. Like that's the basis of everything, and you skip that game, but you want to cry about Xbox being too nice and honoring their contracts.
And it's funny. A lot of guys they don't understand that there's two arcanes. Like this is arcane.
Yeah,
Austin.
Leon and Austin.
Yeah, Austin made Prey.
This is fact.
This are the look. These guys never made a bad game. Now, the game the game could come out amazing, realist, 90s or 100s, right? But what the problem is that these fake Xbox fans are not going to play because it's not 160, right? But these are the same dudes who never played an arcane game before. Because they won't try. You know what's funny too? They're going to go in the Xbox, they're going to try it out. And they're going to sneak up little play. They're going to hide their gamer tag, they're going to try it out, beat it, and never talk about it. And when the 60 frame comes out, they're going to pretend to play it.
I know what's going to happen to me. I know what's going to happen to me. Spartan, Willis, Game Zeros, not J-Rock. J-Rock's not going to mess with me, but y'all going to mess with me. Just like my boy JyzalGaming messing with me about Gotham Knights. Y'all going to lure me in.
It's going to be Prussia.
Come on, legal, and I'm gonna try to. Y'all gonna try?
Yeah, we're gonna apply that pressure. Heard me?
Yeah, not this time.
Peer pressure.
Toes, baby. I'm with Rock this time. We not gonna fold. 60 frames or nothing.
One thing though, you never know. Like with the 30 frames a second, the game might run as fast as you think it might run, right?
Exactly, my man Spartan.
Look, Spartan, let me tell you what.
I forgot this because it's all about how it feels. That was what I was gonna say. If it doesn't feel right, then yeah, I'm gonna join the cry trade.
But if it feel right, remember I saw some gameplay, right? The game looks fast.
It could.
I don't think it could be.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. And going back to what you guys were talking about earlier, that they want to show the game in the best light, so they show PC gameplay, PC footage, and then every game that gets released the console wars on both sides will talk about the downgrades. But that's what's going to happen. So just like with your boys that you led the show off with, they played the game on a PC and left with glowing reviews. So now we hear that it's 30. It's like, oh well, the reviews are null. Everybody who said that they had good reviews and everybody came back with good reviews, that's all null.
They were told to say that, realist.
I don't think so. No, it's look, man. My man just said it. Arcane doesn't miss. Just like he tried to tell y'all before with Pentiment and Josh. What's his name?
Josh Sawyer.
Josh Sawyer.
Yeah, Obsidian.
Right?
They never miss.
He said Obsidian doesn't miss. Josh Sawyer doesn't miss. Maybe Pentiment wasn't for you, but it was a great story for everybody who invested their 20 hours of reading time. But Arcane don't miss fireballs. Arcane does not miss, and that's why I'm excited.
They missed this time.
No, they didn't. Because the only issue with a lot of these games from Bethesda's subsidiaries is that they don't get the big following. But every game they have is critically acclaimed.
Time, realist.
I guarantee you that's at least an 85 at 30 frames a second.
Nah. You're not.
I bet some steak on it then. I'm telling you.
Get me in a co-op setting with 4 people, right, at 30 frames per second, and tell me on online that we're all sharing that same experience.
Bro, you just told me you played Gotham Knights, man. You better watch out, man.
Gotham Knights was co-op though.
Cut Arcade some slack. This was co-op too.
It was choppy. Sometimes it's choppy.
Okay, now if we get a choppy experience, then I got a problem.
I'm telling you, bro. Look, it's online only.
It better be locked 30. And I agree with you earlier. You said that why are we shooting for quality on a shooting game, on a fast-paced shooting game? That I agree with you. I don't even understand why we are not getting 60 first and a quality mode later.
That's what I said.
Look what Wilkins just said. The Redfall previews we saw last week on PC also had performance issues. I'm throwing my hands up. See? I'm throwing my hands up. I'm telling y'all right now that they're going to have to come out and address this situation.
Tomorrow.
There's only one problem with this game. It didn't meet expectation.
You know, hey, I'm going to be mad at all of y'all if they delay my game because you want to play it at 60.
We're going to talk about that. Now,
I think it's too late to delay it now, bro.
That's right.
I don't think it's never too late to delay because because other games have gone gold and been delayed as well.
Yeah, but what? Hold on, but realist, like they
I don't think it's gonna get delayed.
No, realist, they actually print copies. They ship the copies already. Like they can't. The only way they could delay the game, they could tell the retailers don't release it. That's it. But some retailers,
there's no physical copy, right? They don't have a physical drop.
Yeah, there's a physical copy. So they told them to don't release it out. Some of them, so like a mom and pop store, like my mom and pop store, if they cut my mom and pop store, right, in New York City, and they say don't release it out, and they could release it out because they can't get in trouble because the games are supposed to come out on the 2nd. Because remember, the game coming. Remember, it's like 19 days, right? So they can't really delay this game unless tell them don't release a physical copy of. But if they delay the game, right, where does one game coming out? July, August? They can't do that because if you come out July, we have 2 more months for Starfield.
Well, that's why I think it's more about placement, bro. Because what's his name? Is it Booty or Booty. Who runs everything?
No.
Booty.
No, Matt Booty only run Xbox Studio. Peter Hines is the man.
No, I'm talking about Booty. Booty said that their problem now is they have too many games and they don't know where to slot them. Yeah. So that's why I think the Redfall has to drop right now because if you don't drop it, then when do you drop it? Because we already know you got Perfect Dark and all the other games that they announced getting ready to fall in somewhere. Hellblade, Contraband. They said Contraband was supposed to be ready last year. Yeah. So all these games have to be slotted somewhere.
It might come out this in November. That's a rumor, like right now in the industry.
Nah, I mean, then where does Forza go?
All right. So Forza about coming in July. Because think about it, they gotta. This is why I told people, man, we gotta spread this shit out. So if this delays Redfall, okay, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Redfall and what's the game called? Starfield. Realist. This is gonna be the last Bethesda
Oh
game
yeah,
coming out.
Starfield.
Yeah, this will be the last Bethesda games coming out in this generation, right? Because a lot of these Bethesda games, like the next Doom is not coming out anytime soon. ZeniMax MMO is not coming out anytime soon. What's the name?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is coming out soon. And don't expect Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, but I don't
like,
think Indiana Jones is close. All they showed us was a little
yeah,
entry.
and don't expect Elder Scrolls 6 come out, right? So this year,
Oh hell no.
no, hell no. Don't expect that shit coming out because look, this year is the last Bethesda games that are going to come out, the major ones, right? So this is the last. Now, maybe Wolfenstein 3 and Evil Within 3. That's it. These are the rumors, right? If these games does exist, they might come out
Wolfenstein is Machine, but they already got Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah, but they have 2 studios. So, yeah. So whatever. This could be the last Bethesda, mainline Bethesda developers, right? So don't expect what's the name, Elder Scrolls and Indiana Jones, that it's software, new IP, and all these dudes come out. Like don't say Fallout 5 come out and everything. Cause you ain't coming out with this generation, dude. I think Elder Scrolls come out in 2030, right? So they yeah.
Yeah, but you might be right though.
Yeah,
because we don't know how prolific Starfield will be.
Yeah, and remember they're gonna start going to do updates and probably going to have more, updates and this and that. So we don't know, right? So Matt Booty is running Xbox Game Studio. This is why. And remember I told you Obsidian had another game coming out. I was right. They have another game. They got leaked today.
They got 4. They got 4 more games coming out. What was it? A year and a half ago? They said they wanted to drop 6 games over the next 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. Yeah, they have another.
So
game
5 more
out.
games.
They have another game coming out.
Let me be clear. I say you don't delay this game over 60 frames per second.
No, don't do that. Man.
I agree. The people out there that's saying delay, once again, those are the far-fetchers. Those are the ones that know that if they say something that's stupid, right, it's going to draw the attention. The game is 3 weeks out. Ain't no time for no delay, no 3 weeks out. If it was a physical copy game, it would have already been shipped gold already. It already been gold.
Yeah, it's a physical copy game. It ready went gold, dude.
It already went gold. So this whole delay notion, just burn it, cremate it, right? The only thing we want it to be up to standard. The Xbox Series S and X are standard consoles at 60 frames per second. That's it. I don't want to hear, don't give me no excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. Either it can or it can't, because I've already spent my money. I can't get no refund back. That's it. My money is spent. All right. So I'm here to experience next gen gaming. That's my whole point about this. They know that that's a problem. My thing is this: you got 3 weeks. Work on it. Get it out as soon as possible. Speak to your community, right? Get right back on Twitter and speak to us. Let us know that you're working on it. Let us know that you hear us. Let us know that you look. We're the Xbox community. This ain't PC community. This is the Xbox community.
But before we cut off, they need to come.
When you look at Nintendo, right? Nintendo speaks console language. When you look at PlayStation, right? PlayStation speaks console language. We know that Microsoft started out PC gaming. Then it went to Windows PC. We know these things. We know that's their first love. But Microsoft wasn't known for that. Microsoft was known for Windows until that mighty Green X came out of nowhere with a team with an ambition to kick Sony's ass. Let's don't try to water this down. These are facts. It not just look, Nintendo and PlayStation can't mess with the genius architect of Xbox. Not even the people who worked on Windows can mess with those dudes. See,
Man, Mark Cerny is a genius.
Monsters. They were monsters. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Everybody should be glad that Peter Moore ain't running the boat no more, because we wouldn't be in this situation anymore.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, I wish he was there.
Right, Xbox to this day still can't replicate what that man did for it. What that man and his team did for Xbox, we ain't been able to replicate that to this day.
To this day.
So, right. So when you got somebody that's your leader, that's got as much passion as a... See, look, let me tell y'all something real quick. Back in the 360 days, right? No one questioned who a real Xbox fan was or what they looked like. I remember, man, back in those Xbox 360 days, people walking around with them Xbox shirts, those hats, those lanyards. They run up in games, start running up with video games, magazines. They ain't care, bro. Now you got Xbox fans hiding behind dumpsters. They in bushes now, Game Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
They hide behind corners now. They're ashamed. No, I beat Deathloop. I didn't play it in 30 frames per second. I played it on performance. I've yet to play Ghostwire Tokyo yet. Yeah, but I beat those games. Deathloop, it was incredible. As a matter of fact, me and Spark 117 went challenged each other to beat that game, and we did together. We beat that game. You beat it a couple days before me, Spartan.
Yeah, that game was rock solid.
Game was super dope, bro. We couldn't do nothing but give it props when we were done with that game.
It's a shooting
Wulong
game.
Dynasty, Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I recommend all players to play it in co-op. The game is so much more magical in co-op. So much more magical in co-op. You learn so much because there's so much about that game that you would not learn on your own. Get with somebody who knows how to play that game. Get your builds up. Learn how to play these video games by people. It's okay to play with somebody who went further than you and learn some things and come back and teach you some things. It's not the end of the world, Wilkin, but I'm not doing that. I have no reason to drop down to 30 for no reason at all. When there's a performance mode, that's like trying to tell me to drop down 30 to play Forza Horizon 5. It don't make sense to. I'm not saying 30. We're not saying 30 frames per second is the end of the world. What we're saying is that's not the reason why we bought our Series X. Microsoft said that Xbox Series X and S, the standard is 60 frames per second now. That's why we're next gen, because 30 frames per second is not considered next gen. So we can compensate, right, for 60. The game doesn't have to be 4K native, right? Wilkin, give me 1440. I'm okay.
But yeah, it'd be 60 though. But
yeah, you can give me 1440p 60.
But one thing what I say is right. Like I don't look, man. I blame Sony too because Sony came out last generation talking about 30 views cinematic, and a lot of these developers use that 30 frames per second to try to feel that cinematic gameplay, right? Microsoft was the only one last generation with their first party games like Halo, Gears, and Forza. And games like Quantum Break and Sunset Overdrive, all these games were all 60. Now I don't know what in the world is performance mode, quality mode, this mode, that mode. Back in my days, we didn't have that. If the game could run 4K 60, rock 60, that's it. You don't need a quality mode or performance mode. All right, this performance mode is stupid because you're giving these developers easy out. If I'm making a game right now, I'm not putting no performance mode, quality mode, super mode, this and that mode. No, my game is gonna run 4K, native, 60. That's it. Lock 60. That's it. You're not going to have any more modes because this is ridiculous. But I blame Sony and I blame the industry because the industry does this. Gotham Knights did it. A lot of them going to start doing it. Trust me. All right? A lot of these companies going to start doing it. They're not surprised the next Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to run 30. All right? Don't surprise, legal. Don't surprise. And they're going to have this performance mode, super mode, this and that. That's laziness. Because these consoles will run 4K 60. It just, look, you're just laziness, man. Because Forza Motorsport is going to run 4K 60.
Real quick, Game Serials, because I think Wilkins doesn't understand something here. Name me 10 games on Xbox that are 30 frames per second games that are shooters, Wilkins. You can't.
No, you can't. You can't.
Because there's a reason why we upgrade consoles, Wilkins. Like, the reason why technology advances is because these developers they have visions of their games and they want to be able to utilize their vision of their games at their highest level. They don't want to make these games at their lowest level and give it out to the masses.
Yep.
To them, that's an insult. So, 30 frames per second, it doesn't matter if Microsoft came back and said, oh, it's up to the developers. Well, the developers are making the video games. We understand that. That's a given. But no developer is going to choose the weaker form of their vision when they have the tools necessary to make the game at its highest quality. Thus, Wilkin, is why we even have these modes today. That's what Game Serials is saying. If we got modes where it can already hit at its highest level, then what's the point of making these lower levels? The reason why they make the lower levels is because you got people who are not up to par with what they have. That gives the Xbox its standard. If you still got a 1080p 2013 1080p TV, then and you hooking up your Xbox Series X to that, of course you're not utilizing what it's doing. You got to settle for 30 frames per second. But you can't tell me who has a 2022 OLED TV that I got to settle for 30 frames when that ain't why the TV was created for. See how stupid that sounds? Like the Xbox Series X wasn't even created for 30 frames per second gaming. Not even the S. That's what my Xbox One X was created for. 30 frames per second last gen was still a thing. That's 30 frames per second is not even a thing today. If you give somebody an option to play a game at 60 over 30, they're gonna pick 60. We're in 2023.
Yep.
It doesn't matter when Greenberg said it or when Phil Spencer came out and said, well, it's up to the developers. Of course it's up to the developers.
It's up to the developers.
They're the ones making the game. But no damn developer is going to underperform their vision. That's just common sense. 30 frames per second ain't running rampant out here.
Yeah, my problem with this performance thing, man. Like, I don't understand this performance thing. Like you don't need a performance. Look, if you got a 1080p TV, I have a 1080p TV, but I got a 1440p monitor, right? I use my Xbox, my 1440p monitor. If you got a 1080p TV from Walmart and playing the Xbox Series X, dude, you need some priorities, dude. You need to throw that TV away, dude. Get your old eggs. Nah, yeah, all right, you know what I mean, realist, but you gotta upgrade, man. All right, like that's why this performance mode thing is stupid. Because I'm a developer, I'm not putting a performance mode, quality mode, super mode. Really, it's going to run 4K 60. Oh, but I don't have a 4K TV. Hey, guess what? That's your problem. Like, that's your problem. I don't care. That's your problem. You should have a 4K 60. You should have a 4K TV in the first place.
Do you see the beauty of gamers?
Mm-hmm.
You see the beauty of gamers? Wilkie, look, bro, you sounding silly today, bro. I didn't say anything about being anything special. You're trying to make something that don't exist. I'm letting you know if you bought an LG C1, right? What you buy it for? To play games at 30 frames per second?
No, you buy a game for 60
right.
because
if you bought a 4090 graphics card, did you buy that 4090 graphics card to play games at 30 frames? Shut up, man.
No.
I'm kind of stupid out here.
No, but no.
Look, Cypher says I don't care, right? I don't care about performances. I just want to play offline. You see how you see how gamers decide on what they want? That's the beauty of gamers. Everybody, right, has a different mindset on why they play video games, right? Certain people buy high-end PCs because they want to play at a higher level. That's not because they feel like they got something special. See, look at Cypher, look. I'm still rocking the 720AD. I'm good with that. So that's why you feel like I just want to play offline. But see, the only problem with that, Cypher, is eventually they're going to leave you behind. See? But you know this. But you know that. And if as long as you know that, you don't have a problem with eventually upgrading.
Well, you talking about somebody not in 2023, man. These dudes still talking about the internet.
Right.
Golly,
it's behind. But see,
bro, didn't Metric told him he has a console for them?
That's right. But you know what? You know what, Siphon? You know what's beautiful about Siphon? He's not ashamed to say what he said.
Yeah.
We need people to say this because those people like him exist.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Well, my thing is they're not worried about that. Like this digital movement, they're about it. Like you see what they're doing with Redfall. So what happens? And people keep saying, "Oh, you won't get to play it. They can just take it offline." Dude, if they decide you're not going to play it. Look, we don't even get the full game on discs anymore. So what are we fighting for?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna all of a sudden start putting the games on the disc again. That's why I'm like, you know what? It's theirs. I'm just gonna play it when I can. You know, I'm not gonna fight them because I want to play the games, and they know that.
It ain't that they making you obsolete. It's just technology advances. Like, okay, look. Nobody's driving 1950 cars anymore, right? And I'm not saying your experience is like that, but I'm just using that as an example. They're not making those models like that anymore. What they're doing today is electric. So eventually, right? Not tomorrow, not maybe 2-3 years from now, but eventually, cars are going electric. I worked in the wind sector for 8 years. Realists used to run the crane in my sector. Look, man, when we put these windmills up, they told us, man, they the best thing going in America. They lied to us. Oh, your electricity bill will be low and all of this stuff. And then our government pimped it. You know what they do? They take that energy and they sell it. We don't even benefit off of it.
Because it's not cheaper.
In our country that set up windmills are not even American companies.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, they ain't even American companies. GE only rules on this side of the globe. Everywhere else, bro, GE can't even compete. They can't even compete. You got Suzlon, Vesta, Siemens, Gamesa. You know, you got all them companies out there, man, from Denmark to the UK, all these places from South America, man, they kicking our asses. No, I don't. I don't need to get a PC to play 60 frames a second games. That's crazy.
Yeah, but before I go, like I said again, right? You know, there's 60 frames, performance mode, super mode. Let's start with Sony, man. Sony got the blame for that thing, man. Then a lot of these stupid companies start following this crap. You don't need you don't. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, I'm just letting Cypher know they are thinking about you. That's
Yeah,
why they
they all think about you. That's why they made you performance mode and this mode and that mode. So they know.
I'm talking about for him. That's why they created
Yeah,
cloud gaming.
they're so for him. Now, if I was a developer, Cypher, I don't care what you have.
Right.
You don't have a 4K TV. That's your problem.
Right.
Because look, in next 2 years now, right? My opinion, they should not have a performance mode and a quality mode. Because
you just need to make the best mode.
They're making 4K 60. All right, they should not have that. I understand now, but in the next 4 years, listen, man, 4K TVs are cheap now, man. You could go to Walmart for $500, almost $1,000, dude. It doesn't cost a lot of money to buy a goddamn TV anymore, dude. Like, I'm not saying you should buy it now, Sison. I'm not saying that you rocking your 7. I'm not making fun of it. Look, shoot, I had to tell my mom to throw the old TV away to get a new 4K TV. She has a TV over 10, 11 years legal. All right, and she finally got a new TV. Now, of course, she don't know how to operate it, but she finally got a new TV. Right? So it's just that you have to understand, man. You gotta go to the times, dude, because right now a lot of these developers did not crack the Xbox Series X power, dude. They didn't crack it. Starfield's not gonna crack it yet. All right, Hellblade's not gonna crack it. It's gonna take years to crack that. Like I told Realist, man, imagine Gear 6 comes out. You saw how Gear 5 looks. Not really. I'm talking about legal. And look how Gear 6 will be looking better than Gear, one of the best games of this generation. Trust me. The Coalition know what the hell they doing. All right, it will take years. This is why there's a lot of reports come out that what's the name? PlayStation going to make a PS5 Pro. Xbox does not need to make a PS5 Pro. I mean Xbox Pro. This is already a monster, dude. It's just that it's going to take years to do this. A lot of people want this 12 teraflops look like now. Oh man, you listen to space, right? You talk about, oh man, I bought an Xbox Series X. They promised everything. Dude, it's going to take years, dude. This generation is going to end in 2030. It's going to end 2030. Because the past 2 years, right, we didn't have a lot of next generation games. This year we had the next generation games, like Dead Space came out, Resident Evil 4 came out, Hi-Fi Rush came out, Redfall coming out soon. We don't have a lot of next generation games, dude. Star Wars is finally next gen. So the next gen games are start coming out. What we said a couple months ago, next gen really starts at 2023. That's really that's fast. These consoles shouldn't even came out in 2021, in my opinion. This should have came out last year. Why? Because COVID hit, and number two, they had to release these consoles out. Because the Xbox One and PS4 is getting too old.
That's what I was saying. Their games is that
they rushed this shit.
They should have released it just right now.
Both of them, both companies, they rushed it. They rushed this. They rushed both. Yeah, they rushed it because they had to put it out. The investor said, "You don't put these out, people will also name want to fade away the Xbox One and the PS4. They're like develop even Ubisoft be honest and say, listen, we can't make games on this console anymore. These consoles are bottleneck. The Xbox One, the PS4 is like aging, man. And Sony and Microsoft have to rush them out. But what really said that next generation really starts at 2023. It is. Star Wars is next gen. Redfall is next gen. What else? What's the game called? Dead Space is next gen. I bought Dead Space. I told Legal, listen, I have no problem buying a $70 game. You gotta be only on the Series X. But I'm not buying a $70 game. It's a cross-generation game. Now, Dead Space, not
Yeah,
Dead
you
Space.
shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. Now, Dying Light, not Dying Light. That's what it's called, right? No, Dead Rising. Is Dead Rising? What's the new game coming
No,
out?
Dead Rising is next gen only, right?
No, Dead Rising. Not Dead Rising. What's the thing called?
Not Dead Rising, Dead Island.
Dead Island. Yeah, Dead Island is not next gen only. That's just $70.
not?
Nope, yeah, that's $70. I don't know how I don't know how that's possible. But besides that, like all these games are $70. I have no problem. Listen, really, like I'm buying Star Wars. It's $70. I got no problem with that. But if it was cross gen, yeah, I got a problem with that because I'm not buying an Xbox One game for $70 because you're not really playing a Series X game. You're playing an Xbox One game with the bells and whistles behind the scenes. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like you're not playing a next generation game. Forza Horizon 5 is not a next generation game, but Forza Motorsport is a next generation game. I don't care if that shit's in Game Pass. I'm still buying it. I'm a Forza fan. I don't care. Shit, it didn't announce Gear 6 today. I'm buying that because it bang for my buck. Next generation starts at 2023, not 2021, not 2022. Because look what Sony did. Look at what Sony did. All their games are cross-gen. The man came out and said, we believe in generations.
Where's the outrage at?
Well, no outrage. The only game that Sony had in the next generation game was Ratchet and Clank, Return to Destruction All-Stars, and what's the game called?
Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
Folks out here, Games Real thinking Sony had games, bro, and they delayed all they shits, right?
They all
and when they drop in a year, Realists and Spartan, they want and chit chat, then they want to start running their mouth.
And the funny, when they delayed these games, right? They came out and said these games will be on PS4. All right, so the next generation starts really this year. All right, Ubisoft is fading out the Xbox One and the PS4. The EA starts fading it out now. Need for Speed was next gen. I was surprised. I thought it would be cross gen. It was developed for the Xbox One and PS4. They had to delay it because of Battlefield. Criterion Games delayed the game because of Battlefield. They weren't working on Battlefield. Then they came back with vacation on Battlefield. We know how Battlefield turned out to be garbage. Then what had happened, they went back to Need for Speed. And I thought that game would be only on, Xbox One and PS4. No, they say it'll be on next gen. All right, because they're fading on this next gen, cross gen now, because they're not going to sit down. Look, the cross gen is about 2 years, right? They give you guys 2 years to upgrade. This is why I love Microsoft. Before I go, right? Microsoft gave us the Xbox Series S. If you can't afford the X, buy the S. It's $299. You can get that thing dirt cheap in Costco, like $250. All right, buy it. It worth the money, man. Because these like the Xbox One is going to fade. They're going to fade out all these games, dude. Even indie developers will start making next generation games. They're not doing it. Like the console, the PS4 and the Xbox One is bottleneck down. It's been believe it or not, the Xbox One came out 10 years ago. 10 years.
Yeah.
It's a retro console. It really is a retro console now. Retro means that what a retro console means when it's hit 10 years, that's it. You're like it's fading away. All these consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One is fading away.
Take us home, Game Churros. Because
you didn't understand, man. Like 30 frames per second is acceptable, dude. But who has to blame? I blame the industry. All right? Gotham Knights started this thing. I remember Gotham Knights was an Xbox One and PS4 game. Happened. They canceled the PS4 game and the Xbox One game, make the next gen, and that game on 30. No, that's unacceptable, and they know that. I don't think Dr. Lennon still get the 60 right. Anybody with Regal or Realist, you play it, right? They got 60 so far.
Which one?
Dr. 9, you got the 60 on patch.
No, I ain't finished it.
They ain't got the 60 yet. You ain't get the 60 patch. No, so I'm not playing that. I ain't playing that. I don't care if it's $10 on Amazon. I ain't playing that.
No, I got it on PC because it was $23.
Yeah,
Yo, Willis, bring us home, fam.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead,
Nothing, man. Hey, we just want to go home, bro. Look, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go to work. So look, ignore these. I was about to say something real bad. Ignore these goofy YouTubers, content creators, Twitterers when they try to bring up negative rhetoric when it comes to Xbox. Know why you're on Xbox. That's why there's nothing a Pony or anybody else on Twitter can tell me about Xbox. I know why I play there. I know why I prefer it. And that's that, man.
Enjoy
close it out,
all you gotta do is enjoy gaming. Regardless of what anyone says, it's out there and it's for you to play and experience it in your own opinions, and that's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Don't let these donkeys put what's the name? Your feeling narrative, man. I know most of you guys. Look, we're gonna play day one. We got 2 first-party games coming out in less than a month. Minecraft coming out next week, and just play it, man. We got 5 first-party games coming out this year. 2 of them, one don't have a release date. Starfield is the biggest one. We might get Killer Instinct. I heard coming out this year. Xbox is listening, right? But yes,
that'd be crazy for the fighting genre if it did.
Yeah, and this will be the best fighting game. This will be the best year for fighting games, really. Yes. Killer Instinct, Tekken, Street Fighters.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 12. Mortal Kombat 12.
Yep.
Injustice might. Yeah.
We want to say this, man. We want to say this. Your opinions are welcomed here. There's no wrong opinions. As a matter of fact, you're not the only person that thinks like you, right? You are just representing many people that think like you. So we don't come here for debate each other's and what we think. We're here to let you express your opinion on a subject that we bring up, because we know that you're not the only person that may think that way. I want to say to the Chit Chat community tonight, thanks for being here with us late tonight. We were working hard. A lot of people, except for Realist, he being lazy at the house. But all the rest of us were working hard. Now Realist been working hard. He got a good break right now. I'm glad he's on. But man, you guys come out and sit up here and chill and give us a good show, and we vibe off of y'all tonight. I want to say thanks to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to the chat, everybody.
We wanted to come out here and put the different kind of thoughts out. Each one of us was personified.
Yep.
By our tweets and by what we stood for, because we knew we didn't want to go just one way. We saw a lot of y'all with different types of thoughts about the matter, and that's the way we wanted to bring it.
Yep.
So thank y'all once again. Hey, we mean what we say. We put our feet down. If you like what we're about, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Make sure you don't miss any of our shows. If you do, always reach out to us, man, and we can send you a show. That's nothing if you don't want to subscribe to the channel. It's all good, baby. We appreciate all the shares, the likes, and the comments, especially when we go live. Join the mighty family of the Chit Chat community. It's a beautiful place over there. A lot of knowledgeable gamers, and we like to read and see what you guys say. Thank y'all for always putting up with me, the new legal, Di-RRec Gaming. Yo, this is the XL Podcast, the X League of Extraordinaires. We want to say, keep it gaming. Be safe out there, people. Life is a privilege and it's beautiful at the same time. Tomorrow's not promised, so we live in the moment. Don't let nobody take that extra man from you. There's always room for a change. There's always room for betterness. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. The extra man is all we got here on this earth. Take it, cherish it, relish it, and we'll see y'all next time. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man.